Have you ever had that awful, sinking feeling when you see a late fee on a bill you totally meant to pay? Yeah, you're not alone. It's so frustrating, especially when your brain is already juggling a million other things. So today, we're going to break down exactly why that happens, and more importantly, build a system to make sure it never happens again. Does this hit a little too close to home? You're not broke, you're not trying to be irresponsible, but somehow the bill just slipped through the cracks. You probably look at the notice and just think, how? How did I miss this? It's a cycle that can feel super embarrassing, not to mention expensive.
Okay, let's dive right in by actually giving this whole experience a name. Because it's not just some random mistake you keep making, it's a real documented thing called the ADHD tax.
So what exactly is the ADHD tax? Well, it's all those extra costs we end up paying. We're talking late fees, insane interest charges, and oh yeah, those subscriptions you completely forgot you were even paying for. Just seeing it defined like this helps you realize, okay, this is a real structural problem, not just me being bad with money.
And this right here, this is probably the most important thing I want you to hear today. Forgetting to pay a bill is not a moral failing. It doesn't say anything about your character or how smart you are. It is simply a mismatch between the way your brain is wired and the way our financial system expects everyone to work.
So why does this happen? Well, think of your working memory. You know, the part of your brain that's trying to hold on to pay the phone bill. It's kind of like a leaky bucket. New information comes in, and old, temporary stuff just spills right out. And our digital world makes this so much worse. We don't have that physical paper bill sitting on the kitchen counter yelling at us. Nope, now it's just one email that gets instantly buried under 100 other messages. For so many of us, out of sight, out of mind isn't just some cute saying, it's literally how our brain works.
Okay, so let's talk about why this is a bigger deal now than ever before. Because, while this has always been a thing, the financial stakes right now are getting incredibly high.
Think about this. One single late payment can kick off an absolute avalanche of interest. With credit card APRs hovering around 25%, that forgotten bill doesn't just sit there. It starts growing, and fast. It's like a snowball of debt rolling downhill, getting bigger and bigger, making it that much harder to pay off. And this really shows the long-term damage. Just one payment that's 30 days late can knock as much as 100 points off your credit score. That is huge, and that one little mistake can follow you for years, making it harder to get an apartment, a car loan, you name it. The consequences are so real. Okay. That was the bad news. I promise there's good news. We can fix this, and the solution is not to just try harder or be better. No, the solution is to build an external system. Think of it like a scaffold for your brain that does all the heavy lifting for you.
The very first and maybe the easiest thing you can do is just reduce the amount of stuff you have to remember. Instead of trying to track a dozen different due dates all month long, what if you only had to remember 2? Almost every company will let you change your billing date. Just call them or check in their app and line up all your big bills with your paydays, like the 1st and the 15th. This one move makes everything so much simpler.
Now that your dates are all lined up, it's time for the real game changer. We're going to build what I call an automation dam. This is the thing that protects your most important payments so you can't accidentally spend that money on something else.
Here's how you do it. Step 1, add up all your fixed monthly costs. Rent, utilities, car payment, all the stuff that's the same every month. Step 2, open a brand new, separate checking account. This is your bill account. Step 3, go to your HR department or payroll site and split your direct deposit. You want the exact amount from Step 1 to land in that new bill account every payday. And finally, Step 4, set all those bills to autopay from that new account. That's it. It's an account you literally never touch for day-to-day stuff.
And here is the magic of this system. Whatever money is left over, the money that lands in your original bank account, that's now your spending account. And it's totally guilt-free money. You can use it for groceries, coffee, whatever, with 100% confidence because you know for a fact that all your important bills are already taken care of. That constant little voice of anxiety in the back of your head just disappears.
Now look, if setting all that up feels a little overwhelming right now, I totally get it. You can start with a simple safety net. Just log into all of your credit card and loan accounts and set them to automatically pay the minimum payment each month. This is like insurance for your credit score. Even if you forget to make a bigger payment one month, you will never, ever be marked as late.
So, we built the core system. Now let's add just a couple more tools to our toolkit, and really importantly, let's tackle the emotional side of all this.
A huge part of that ADHD tax comes from what I call ghost bills. You know, those subscriptions you signed up for ages ago and totally forgot about. Apps like Monarch Money or Rocket Money are amazing for hunting these down. They just scan your accounts and give you a super simple list of every recurring charge. It makes it so easy to spot that streaming service you haven't touched in a year and just cancel it. Let's talk about the big one, though. Paperwork dread. You know that feeling, right? That intense wave of anxiety that makes you not even want to open your banking app? If you have ever felt that, please know that you are not alone. It's a very real, very common response to feeling completely overwhelmed.
So how do we fight this dread monster? With a few simple brain hacks. You can try temptation bundling. That's where you pair the thing you hate with something you love. Like you're only allowed to check your budget while you're enjoying a coffee from your favorite cafe. Or try body doubling. Just do your finances while a friend is hanging out nearby. But the easiest trick, just set a timer for 10 minutes. That's it. Tell yourself you only have to do it for 10 minutes. It makes getting started so much easier.
So let's just recap that simple 3-step system one more time. First, you're going to line up all your due dates to declutter your brain. Second, you're going to automate everything with that 2-account system. And third, for your safety net, you're going to protect your credit score by automating those minimum payments.
I really want to leave you with this final thought. Your brain isn't broken. There's nothing wrong with you. You've just been trying to play a game where the rules weren't designed for you. But by building a system that actually works with your brain, not against it, you can finally get ahead of this stuff and get rid of so much of that financial stress and shame.
You can 100% do this. Seriously, you already took the first step just by getting through this. And to keep this conversation going, I've got a question for you. What's the biggest, or maybe just the most annoying ADHD tax you've ever had to pay? Drop it in the comments, let's talk about it. Because there is so much power in realizing you're not the only one dealing with this.